Right, so the flop now has come ace, jack 9 with 2 diamonds. Seat 4 has flopped a gut shot. Seat 1 has top pair with the backdoor clubs. And I believe seat 6 has, it looks like pocket 8s, maybe 8, 9. And it looks like seat 2 is still in there with pocket 3s. I'd rather have king 10 here than pocket 3s here.
Yeah,
At
definitely.
least we're drawing to the nuts with king 10. Well, king 10 hasn't passed, and it's come the 9 diamonds, which is quite interesting.
And for board pairs again, yeah, and three's going to hit outfit.
Common theme tonight, board pairs, someone has trips. Every time.
Someone got trips.
It looks like it. C6 has 8, 9. Or maybe C5 has queen 9. Look, yeah, if you look there, all across. C4 passed. C2 passed. So it looks like both C5 and C6 have trips. Blank on the river, 4 spades. It looked like C5 led the turn, so I think we'll probably bet again. C6 is going to hate his life and wonder, well, what the hell do I do here?
What are the kickers?
Queen and 8. So C5. C5's
Well, the 8
kicker
doesn't
plays.
play, does it? Yeah.
It does play queen.
Yeah, the queen plays.
Oh, it's pretty brutal for C6. Oh, I believe it looks like C6 has it checked to C6 and who bet? So yeah, C5, easy check call, I guess. Right? I don't think he's folding, but pretty bad to fold now. What is there to think about? There's nothing about folding here. It's an easy check call. Yeah, so check. He did check call, and I think C6 is going to be really annoyed when. Yeah, yeah. Bit of a slow roll by C5. I don't see what the decision is there. It's such an easy check call. Like, you've never got a stronger hand there. What is there to think about? I think if I was in C6's spot, I'd feel like I've been slow rolled there.
No, I think it's slow. I think it's a knit roll, possibly.
Yeah, knit roll, sorry, but they come under the same bracket, to be honest.
Well, knit rolls are acceptable, because you just think about your hand. Slow rolls are just bad etiquette.
The thing about knit rolling is it's more, for me, where someone has a really strong hand but they're thinking about it.
Yeah,
and usually unnecessarily.
I'm not advocate about
No,
that.
no,
You
no.
should think about every decision, because as soon as you start playing for big money,
Oh,
every
absolutely.
decision makes a lot.
Yeah, even thinking about bet sizing at the highest level,
Yeah.
it's so important. It's crucial, especially in tournaments, which is a common flaw of most tournament players that we see at the UKs. We see stuff like that. Bet sizing is such a common flaw, and at the highest level, that's simply unforgivable, of course. I mean, in that particular spot, I just don't think there's anything to think about. We're not raising, because we'll never call by worse, and folding's just not an option. Especially when C6 can potentially be bluffing there. So to get bluffed there is just absolutely horrible when we have trips. Because like, what are we calling with? We're calling like nothing better than flushes, basically. And we don't have a flush there that often, so it's nothing to think about. So it looks like C6 has woke up with Ace King offsuit here. Which is, I think, the only real legitimate holding here. C7 has Queen 10 suited. I think it went open from C6. C7 called. C8 has decided to 3-bet here with 9-8 off, which in reality is crazy strong considering under the gun opened. That being C6 Smurf, who isn't particularly loose, but he's not particularly tight either. But is quite a strong play considering Kieran. I would be giving mostly respect here for his 3-bet. It looks like C6 is shoved. And everyone has passed, yes. He does show ace king. I suppose it's not that bad a play by Kieran. With Smurf stack size, like he pretty much has to have a hand there to continue, considering it's Kieran. And obviously when Kieran folds, he's obviously got air because he's not folding like ace queen there or even ace jack. Don't think he would necessarily 3-bet ace jack there, simply not need to, it's just overplaying your hand there. So it's not that bad a 3-bet, to be honest. Smurf has to have a hand there to continue with his stack size. So right play, wrong result essentially. So we have a new hand. And C8 has pocket eights. C2's ace 9 offsuit. It looks like C7 has opened. C8 quickly calls. C2, considering again Jacob opening in early position, I think I'm not getting too married to ace 9 offsuit here. It's suited, I'm obviously playing here, but offsuit I'm kind of not comfortable with. I just expect to be dominated so often here. It looks like C5 has called, or maybe 3-bet with pocket fives. C6 called with queen 7 suited. Yeah, so now C2 has to call, and I'm not particularly in love with this spot with ace 9 off here. So the flop has come 2-8-2, so C8 is miles ahead here. He's flopped a full house.
Yo.
Yeah, so C8
where are you?
has bet his full house position.
Are you not back yet?
C5 called. Yeah, so
Why are you still at the train
turn.
station? Still at the train station?
Why? What are they doing?
No idea.
I thought they were picking Robin up.
Well, they are, so at the train station.
Well, I don't know why they're messing about. So, Jack of Diamonds on the turn. Looked like C5 check called with his fives. It's going to be one of those spots where it's very marginal. It's definitely not a snap fold with pocket fives here, but because it's hard for Kieran to have a hand here. It is hard for Kieran to have a hand here, so I may call one more straight. And it looks like it has called. Yeah, so to the river, and it's come a 4 clubs, so spades have bricked. And this is just one of those awkward spots where I have no idea what to suggest, whether to call or check fold here. I couldn't say it. So of course Kieran bets his full house, and I'm pretty much torn here. I have no idea what to suggest. It looks like C5 is probably just going to give it to him. Pass. It's just one of those spots that you're gonna get in sometimes, where it's such a marginal decision. I can't really say necessarily that the opponent is keying, therefore he's gonna have it here a lot. I'm pretty much indifferent between calling and folding here, and it looks like he does call. I think he called there. Yeah, and Kieran does table his eights full. Yeah, so Kieran takes down a pretty decent pot there with eights full of twos there, and it was a nice pot considering it went multi-way after pre-flop, and it was just a nice hand for Kieran, I guess. Yeah, so we've got a new hand here, button on seat 4. Yeah, and seat 7 has ace queen off, as does seat 6. Very interesting, and they're both in the blinds here. It looked like seat 8 has opened with 9-8 off. Seat 1 called with king's air off, which I find strange. It looks like seat 2 is passing, I don't know. Yep, he does, as does seat 4 already, and seat 5. I am virtually indifferent here between calling and free betting in Smurf spot with ace queen. Yeah, and it looks like he has 3 bet. His chip slipped a little there. And it's kind of a tough spot for c7. But I think you have to call here with ace queen off, even with 2 players to act behind. I mean, with Jacob being on the tighter side here, he might decide to pass, but I don't think he can really pass here. I mean, suited I would definitely I'd rather have here, but even offsuit's legitimate to continue with here. Oh yeah, I think seat 6 did actually shove. So now it's a bit more of a legitimate decision here for seat 7. It's kind of close, but I probably do end up calling here, which he has. I can't fault that. I would probably do the same. So both table ace queen, I think they're just going to run it once. There's no free rolls, sadly. That would have made it a bit more interesting. Yeah, so it looks like a chop. Look, I haven't eaten in ages. Jeez. I mean, what the fuck are they doing? So it looks like they're still sorting the chop pot out.
Is it in there?
You just going to ring someone?
No, I think it's in there.
Oh, great.
Connor put his hair.
Hmm. So they still haven't sorted the chop pot out yet. We are still waiting to start the next hand. Does seem to be a minor indiscrepancy here in regards to the last hand. Seems to be taking a bit of time here. Yeah, so now we have a new hand. That indiscrepancy's been dealt with, so button is on seat 6 this hand. Ace 9 for seat 4, ace 9 offsuit, fairly legitimate. Actually, it looks like it was a misdeal, sadly. Yeah, so that was a misdeal there. Yeah, so we're still waiting for the next hand to start here. Been taking quite a bit of time because of the issue with the chop pot last hand and then the misdeal. It's quite unnecessary. I don't see what the issue is. A misdeal, obviously, that's a forgivable mistake, but with the chop pot, it doesn't take that much effort to sort it out. It kind of ruins the flow of the game as well. But they are dealing the next hand now. And C4 has woken up with quite a strong hand here, pocket jacks. The button is on C7, this hand. I think C4 is, I can't see what C3 has, it looks like Queen 10, possibly like Jack 10. He's opened, possibly just called. C4 is definitely going to be aggressive here with his pocket jacks. C5 has, it looked like he had an ace, I'm not too sure. And he does just call. Yeah, ace 2 offsuit. C6 is called, C7 passed, C8 and C1. And C3 looks like it has like Queen 6 offsuit, Queen, or maybe Queen 6 of diamonds. The flop is Queen 6 9, so it wasn't diamonds because 6 diamonds on the flop, so my mistake. Yeah, it looks like as a matter of fact, yeah, so C3 indeed does have Queen X offsuit. And it looked like C4 did bet continue here. Seat 3 looks like he's check raised, which if he has just one pair here, I find it kind of strange, to be honest. Turn is a jack. Wow. So C4 has turned his set Could be an awkward spot here potentially for c3. He did check raise the turn with what looks like just one pair. When he bets here and gets raised, I think he's going to be in a bit of a quandary here. I mean, of course, top set, well, not top set, set of jacks. I've seen someone called Laura Bernstein fold a set of jacks on the river to one bet. Reportedly, that's what happened, and then it just sounds absolutely atrocious, to be honest. Kind of amusing as well. But in this case, seat 4 is absolutely crushing here, and the 9 on the river pair on the board giving seat 4 his full house. And it looked like seat 3 did check to seat 4. Seat 4, of course, bets his full house. And I'm not sure why seat 3 check raised the flop. And it looks like he's going to call. Yeah, he's called, and surely he can get away from it at some point. So yeah, he did call and pay it off. Can't say I love his play overall. Yeah, so seat 4 takes down a rather a nice pot there with jacks full. Yeah, hello?
Are you still commentating?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yep.
Are you with Ash?
No, he's gone somewhere. Possibly outside. Yeah.
Has he already gone?
I think he's gone, yes.
Okay, right, I'll see the second phone.
Right, bye. Right, so apologies about that. Simon ringing me on my phone. I think he might be back for commentary soon. Not sure when, maybe in the next few minutes perhaps. Don't know why he rang me on my mobile while I was commentating. That's a bit illegitimate, kind of unnecessary as well. So we are just waiting for the next hand to be dealt now, and it looks like seat 2, James Rowe, has left the table. He's cashed out. It looked like he was up quite a bit. Of course, I wasn't that impressed with his play overall. He played that hand with jacks in the 3-bet pot against Jacob horribly. How he ended up folding, I don't know. It just so it's just so uncharacteristic. He has to be able to play better. He should surely know better than to play jacks so badly there. Just to overplay his hand and then suddenly want to fold it. It just didn't make any sense. And it looks like it went all in the call here. Seat 5 doesn't look like he's that strong here. I don't know. It looks like he's rivered a pair of 3s. Yep. What was it? 3-8 showing? And seat 6 looked like he had ace queen and just bricked. And so seat 5 takes that one. Excuse me. Yeah, so seat 6 Smurf has now left the table as well, having having been busted there by seat 5. So the table's getting shorter-handed as we speak now. It's quite deep stack still, of course. Seat 5 is quite deep here, as is seat 4 by the looks of things. So it looked like it's folded round to the. Was that a misdeal perhaps? I think, yeah, it looked like a misdeal. It looks like a straddle pot as well, so yeah. He's short-handed now as well, so I do expect the aggression to increase quite substantially. Yeah, so C8 has King Jack offsuit here, that's Kieran. And C5 also has a legitimate hand here with Ace 10 off. And C8 I think has opened, possibly just called, not too sure. Would venture a guess that he has a raised. C3, yeah, so C3, not sure who's just joined 3-bet, I think, or just shipped it first hand he's arrived at the table. C4 past C5 has called quite quickly. Yeah, so it looks like C8 is contemplating a call here, which is kind of strange. King Jack off here is just simply not strong enough to continue. I'm not even sure if C3 looked at his hand actually. I think C8 is called. I'm not too sure. I'm not sure what he's contemplating here. Has he passed? Looks like he's passed. Yeah, he has passed. So it's C5 with Ace 10, and I don't think C3 has looked at his hand. King 9-2, rainbow flop. 2 of spades on the turn and 6 of spades on the river. I think C3 is now just going to look at his hand. C5 with just ace high here. C3 isn't showing his hand. Yeah, I think they're slow rolling each other. Just show your hand. Ace 10, yep. And it like Ace 10 was good. Bit unnecessary actually. Slow rolling each other, just get on with it. Get on with the hand. Yes, that's C3 leaving the table now as well after just one hand. Kind of wasted a bit of time there, slow rolling C5 there. Hand could have been done a lot quicker there. So it's just 5-handed now.
Go back.
Yeah, finally. Jeez. Yeah, so C4 once again has pocket jacks. Offsuit ace, ace7 for C7, and those are the 2 real legitimate holdings here. I think it's gone C7 has opened with A7 off. It's folded round to C4, who I pretty much should always be free betting this. which he has, it looks like. Seat 5 has 4-bet. With what looks like pocket. No, 5 offsuit. Seat 7's going to immediately fold here. Wow, and this is quite an interesting play because very aggressive play. Like seat 5 is very relatively deep stacked, as well as is seat 4. And it looks like seat 4 did just call. So it's going to be quite. So it went check, 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 and now seat 5 is bet with just 5 high. Well, he's bet. It looks like. Yeah, so seat 4 obviously check calls there. Like I don't really think. Yeah, check, check. I don't really understand what the plan was of what seat 5's plan was there. It came king high in a 4-bet pot and he hasn't c-bet. He pretty much never getting a fold on the turn there. Just seemed completely unnecessary to 4-bet pre with 5-4 and then not continue aggression on the flop, especially when it comes king high. And I don't think Jacks necessarily was calling down there. Yeah, so now seat 7 has ace 10 offsuit. It looks like seat 1 opened with 7-5 suited. Seat 5. Oh, actually, yeah, it looks like seat 1 just limped the blind and then just limped, and seat 5 completed as did seat 7. I'd rather expected a raise by seat 7 from the big blind, but and now it's come ace queen 10 the flop, so 2 pair for seat 7 Jacob. Yeah, and it's gone check to seat 1 and seat 7 has just called here. There's really no point raising on this flop. There's not too many worse hands that'll call a raise, except maybe like queen 10. Some worse aces, but they have a relatively easy fold. And then the river has come the king of diamonds, which is a complete action killer. Seat 7 for some reason is bet. Don't see any merit to betting there whatsoever. Nothing worse calls there, I don't think. And which seat 1 just instantly gives it up. I'd have preferred a check call from seat 7 really. Yeah, so still, I think someone has just joined at seat 3. Not sure who it is, but yeah, so now we're 6-handed here. Yeah, 6-handed now, and button is on seat 5, which is Joey, I believe. Who I'm guessing is a fresher. Yeah, so it looks like king jack off seat 7 and seat 1 opened, seat 3 called, and seat 4 had just 3-bet with the queen 8 off. Seat 5. His cards are not on the whole card cam, which is a bit irritating. Alright, now we can see his hand. I'm not sure what happened here. That's been a shove and a call. Looks like just blind aggression, but I'm not too sure. So the flop has come ace, 9, 10. 9, ace, 10 in that order. 5 on turn and 3 on the river. It looks like seat 5 has king 3. And I don't think seat 3 is showing his hand. No, yeah, seat 3 did show his hand. Not too sure what he had, I couldn't really see, but he has taken that one down. First hand at the table. Takes a decent pot off seat 5, Joey. For a second I thought seat 5 had the best hand, but seat 3 took his time showing his cards there. It's a bit unnecessary. So a new hand now, and just also as well, as I said earlier, the alumni tournament tomorrow, it should be starting tomorrow at 1 PM. It should be fantastic. As I say earlier, I've been at that particular tournament like the last 4 years. It's been brilliant every single time. Well, yeah, I think at 4 years. My first year I wasn't able to turn up, but every time I've attended, it's been fantastic, and always a great laugh. And it was crazy how what was his name again? Colin McDonald won last year. I'd rarely seen him play, and he managed to bink the alumni tournament. So and for what I think I saw, he ran pretty hot that day. But it should just be interesting to see how the freshers their games have developed. I would expect that the game would be quite encouraging, considering the committee is quite talented. Obviously, Kieran's chairman, very talented player at 25 and L, winning player as well. So a lot of respect for his game. So it just sets a very good example to the society, of course. So a new hand here, and it looks like it's 6-handed still, and yeah, 6-handed. Yeah, so Kieran on the button passes, as does seat 1. I think there was a straddle and just a call by seat 5. Seat 3 has raised here with king 9 off, it looks, and seat 4 called, as did seat 5 with king 8 off. The flop is 2 jack queen rainbow. So seat 3 has flopped a gut shot, not to the nuts though, so it's not that spectacular really. Turns the 8 of hearts, it went check check on the flop. Seat 5, it looks like he's turned a pair, as has seat 4, check check again. Or check check check, should I say. 10 on the river, giving seat 3 straight. Kind of difficult to see how we'll get paid here. Yeah, and did c4 call? It looked like c4 called and is now mucking his hand after c3 turned over straight. Rather passive hand there. Yeah, it was kind of confusing as to why c3 didn't stab the turn with his gut shot. Pretty much nobody has shown any aggression in the hand, so it's pretty much just a simple spot to bet and take it down there. And I imagine c4 was passing to 2 barrels there with just an 8, which I believe it was what he had. So the next hand, and c1 is showing an ace of hearts. c7 has ace5 of diamonds. And it looks like c7 opened ace5 diamonds. c1 passed, I think. c3 has called, c4 passes, and c5 calls as well. So it's gone 3-way here, 3 ways to the flop here. Jack 6-2 rainbow is the flop, and it looks like ace high still ahead. It's gone check round. It's checked round there, and the turn is paired the board, so it's kind of inconsequential. And I believe c3 stabbed this turn, and I would expect a call from c7. It's a pretty easy call considering the hand is played out, the way the hand is played out here. Not sure what c3 can possibly represent here. Yeah, so he has led this river, and I think c7 has a pretty standard call here with ace high. c3 actually looks like he's got ace x offsuit, and c7 just folds. Yeah, so c3 shows the hand. I think it was air, but I'm not too sure. He might have been thin value betting his middle pair there, something like that. I'm not too sure. As played though, I would have said c7 had a pretty standard call there with ace high. I would usually look up my opponent there on that river. Nothing really got there except 4-5, but I don't really expect to see 4-5 all that often. Right, so next hand in c7 has queen 10 suited, and is opening. Splashed his chips there a little. Looks like c8 has an offsuit ace. I'm torn between free betting and calling. I don't think folding's an option here, really. Just 6-handed. It looks like c8 just called. Yeah, c8 just called, and c4 should pass, but I think he's going to call. Not really a fan of calling here, not even closing the action. Even suited, I'd probably just snap fold this. c5 calls as well, and the flop has come ace 7-6, so 2 pair for c8. Second pair for c4. It looks like c4 has led here. from the small blind, which I don't really love, I guess. Probably just check and call a bet from most players here, from most spots, but it looks like C7, C8 is just what to call here.
Hey, you okay? I just got off the phone with Kieran. He said it's just me a bit longer. Is that okay?
Yeah, who can commentate with me?
We're just smoking for a bit, and then we'll come in.
Really?
Yeah, you okay then?
Can somebody else soon? Because I haven't ate all day, so...
Do you want me to get you some food?
Like what?
Some hula hoops?
No.
Well, just for a little bit longer.
How long?
10, 15 max.
Can nobody else commentate? Like, can Ash not come back?
Huh?
Can Ash not come back?
We're just going to quickly finish. There. Thank you so much.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, well, I appreciate you. They love you out there.
I'm happy to do it, so
Good,
yeah,
'cause
but
they
it's,
love you in chat.
but I haven't ate in hours, you know, so, you know, I've been travelling for like 4 hours.
I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. Yeah?
Fine, okay.
Yeah? We're okay? Thank you, Weatherwood. You're the best.
Yeah, it's no problem. Right, so, back to the game here, and... So we're just waiting for a new hand now, and for the new next hand to be dealt. I do expect Simon to be returning soon to commentate with me. Perhaps somebody else to come along as well. Should be quite interesting actually, talking to Simon about certain things, especially the plan for tomorrow, which is rather exciting. But for now, it is just me here. It has been quite an interesting cash game so far. Some hands have been strangely played, but I wouldn't say anything too out of line. So seat 7 here in this hand has a Jack 10 offsuit. It looks like seat 1 opened, seat 5 free bet with Jack 10 off, and seat 5 free bet with 6 off, and seat 3 end up calling what looks like pocket nines. And if that is pocket nines, well, he's just flopped a set, so it's gone bet and a call. Turn is Jack of spades, so the flush has come in now, and the straight, so king queen, of course. 8 diamonds on the river, which is a complete action killer. I'm not too sure how it went check on the turn, unless I'm mistaken about c3 having a set. It looks like c5 did check to c3, who bet his set, and I think c5 is just going to give this up. Yeah, and c5 does give up, and I think c3 showed a set. I don't know why he checked the turn when it got checked to him. It's pretty easy value bet on the turn, to be honest. So the next hand coming now, and we just saw c3 take down the last hand with the set of nines. The board became quite coordinated in the end. Didn't didn't end up getting paid on the river, but seat 5 did just have 6-4, which he 3-bet pre into 3 opponents, which is kind of interesting. So seat 7 has pocket 5s here. Or is that seat 7 I should say? Yes, seat 7 I should have said. And it looked like seat 3 has opened here with not too sure, but seat 4 3-bet with 10s, which is rather legitimate. And seat 4 has decided to 4-bet here with what looks like clubs, just two club cards, but yeah, the suited hand, also like 7-6 suited. It looks like seat 3 is going to pass. Yeah, so seat 3 does pass, and seat 4 just calls with pocket 10s. This is a 4-bet pot, so it should be quite interesting actually. The flop has come king high, king 5-3 rainbow. It instantly checks over to seat 5, who continues. And I think he has 7-6, so he has flopped a gut shot here. I do expect seat 4 to call 1 street, having called the 4-bet out of position. I think folding 10s here is a bit of a weak play here. I mean, you can't just be in there with 10s to set mine, so it's a pretty easy call, just reevaluate turn. I haven't seen too much of seat 5. Oh, I haven't seen him get particularly out of line. They are fairly deep still, so I expect him to call one more street. And it looks like seat 4 has reluctantly passed. I can't say I love passing there. And seat 5 doesn't show his hand, but he did outplay seat 4 quite badly there, so yeah, I'm not in love with the seat 4's play there. It was a bit of a weak play, not in that he didn't 5-bet pre 10s, more that he just check folded on a king high flop, having called the 4-bet pre. It just seems a bit unnecessary then to be even in the hand there. There has to be some merit to the idea that his 10s are still good there. He must suspect that, he surely must suspect there that seat 5 does have a fair percentage of the time there. And therefore, like, if your hands such as 9s through to queens is a standard call on the flop there. Probably don't fold queens there because of the way we played it pre-flop. If we're not calling queens there, we're not calling multiple streets often enough there. 10s I might just check fold to some turn bets, but well, obviously I think check folding flop to 1-bet is just not optimal at all. Yeah, so the flop here has come ace-8-6 with 2 clubs. So seat 7 has a flush draw and seat 1 has flopped second pair. It looks like seat 5 has flopped a gut shot with 9-5. suited and has turned a pair of nines. C7 of course has now made its flush on the turn, and it checks to him who and he is now bet his flush for value of course. C1 is quickly passed. Not too sure what C3 has here. It looks like Queen 7. Yeah, Queen 7 offsuit. Yeah, easy check floor for C7 and C5 also quickly passes. C2, I think it's C2, did they call? Or was it C1? Yeah, C1 with 10-8. He has river 2 pair. C1 did immediately check over to Jacob, who has bet his flush yet again. I would probably just give credit for a hand, Jacob credit for a hand here, by which count C1 does. It's a relatively easy fold there. So we are just waiting for the next hand to start. And it looks like it's gone triple straddled, I believe. Yeah, it's gone Kieran with the triple straddle here. By which case he has woke up with pocket sevens here. C5 did open, as a matter of fact. Or was it the C1 shoved without looking, and C5 immediately called, and C8 looks like he has a decision. Bearing in mind that C1, I believe, shoved blind. So obviously we're crushing C1's range here with pocket sevens. It's just a case of what is C5 calling with. I don't know if C5 called it looking at his hand, I'm not too sure. Obviously if we're just heads up here against C1, it's an easy call. Not like, considering he hasn't looked. Crushing his range here. And it looks like C8 sorry. Has called with sevens, which I pretty much agree with. C5 did just flat call. C8 reshipped. C5 has moved his cards away from the Hawk cam, so we can't really see what he has now. I'm not too sure what he's tanking with. So yeah, C8 with his sevens. I think they will just run this once. If I am C8 here, I do expect to just run it. I would just run this once actually. C1 is blind after all. Is all in blind here. And the flop has well, the dealer was just about to deal flop, but seat 1 was just turning his cards over. The first card in the window was very interesting, the 4 of hearts. Turn and an ace as well, giving him a gut shot, and then of course he ends up missing. So he's just there with playing the board. So 7s do take down that pot. Kieran in C8, the chairman of the Poker Society, UCLan Poker Society. I do agree with the call, of course, in Kieran's spot, or the reship, shall we say. And Kieran has suddenly put the dealer button onto his glass screen, just to signify that he's in fact on the button. So yeah, Mr. Playfair has joined me now. When did you arrive? When did you arrive? Here in Preston.
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Came down on
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Hey. Nothing you can do, really, is there?
What's up?
What's up with these? What about here? Why? I don't know.
Is it nothing to do with
It must be Simon. He's just picked up the most bake you of all time, hasn't he?
it? Something to do with him? Are you being serious?
Yeah, a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah, so in this hand, the props come Queen Jack 7 with 2 hearts. C4 has flop top pair. And C3 has led this flop with what looks like just pure air. Looks like bottom pair perhaps. C4 did call pretty quickly.
Do we just deny?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like C4 did raise actually, and yeah, C3 just gives up his bottom pair there. Not too sure why C4 raised. It was you're not really getting action from much worse hands.
What did he raise with?
Just top pair.
King
Queen.
Queen. He had King Queen. And
Yeah,
he
but-
got the folds. Cool. Do you have any info on your hand?
It's a bad fold.
Bad fold.
Yeah, bad fold by bottom pair, says Ash. What's the Simon? What's Simon doing?
No, he's probably cut.
Nah, I can't.
Yeah,
It's unthinkable.
Yeah.
Unthinkable. It's, an
It's not
unthinkable.
impossible.
The best bit is that there's another guy.
Hey,
Guy in room 1 just makes it well.
does he?
He's
Pretty good.
probably got bait.
Yeah, so we don't know what's happened with Simon right now. I don't dare guess what's happened either, so we'll have to just wait and see if if he returns.
Hey,
So what's the one? What just happened?
That's fine. He said, "Oh, can you let me in?" I went, "Yeah, okay." And as soon as I walked out, he walked away and said, "Oh, we got the guy. It's okay." I was like,
Got the guys. Which guys, eh?
I was like, "It's not."
Was it your? It must have been your dealer.
No, you can't be.
Why not?
My dealer lives in the first block.
What the fuck is that?
There's some guy upstairs in this block or something has done something.
What? No.
That's why they threw it.
can you let us in?
What?
Fucking hell.
Was he in
Someone's
this
been
picture?
arrested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm shitting bricks.
You
Is he
kidding
gone
me?
yet?
Yeah, they're gone.
He's gone.
I'm gonna double check now.
Can you just close the curtains? Like, why are they not closed permanently?
No, I'm just gonna go and check that they're gone.
You do that. You. I mean,
It's
I'm
all
playing a
okay.
comp.
So they don't need any commentation. But they thank you so much.
No, you're welcome. Right. So who's sitting down here now?
Finish
I don't
it.
think we need anyone to commentate anymore.
Well, you can sign off then.
Huh?
Yeah.
Are we signing
Is there anything you want to say to your fans?
I'm not.
I've not.
I'm not sure.
really.
There are some fans. There are some Weatherall lovers out there.
Yeah. Some what, sorry?
There are some Weatherall lovers out there.
Yeah, but there's-
Like when I saw him.
But we are
top and-
commentating
I
tomorrow.
was
yeah?
like,
Yes,
I
we're
thought
commentating
James was
tomorrow.
trying to
Yeah,
make
there's
it.
I'll be commentating tomorrow.
Exactly.
If I could do
And
it,
then,
if I do end up busting the tournament.
You're
tomorrow.
going though.
If I don't,
I just
well,
looked at
obviously
Ryan
not.
like,
So
Ryan, what? You must have been in this
trying
position
to
before.
think
What do we do?
Deal of my tournament.
Thank you so much for
Cool,
watching.
guys.
Take care. Bye bye.
Thank you. Ta-ra.
You press the stop stream button.
Simon, they literally said they
Top
got
right.
him.
Huh?
They said they got him.
Yeah.
Come on, what did he say?
Stop streaming in there.
Did he just say we've
Right.
got him?
Yeah, it says stop streaming that button.
Oh, yeah.